Hello, now I'm going to talk about the key international standard for electrical machine safety. For this key international standard, we ensuring the safe operation of electrical machine in paramount in various industry. This presentation explores key international standard that provide comprehensive guideline for design, installation, and operation of electrical machine, minimizing risk and fostering a safe working environment. There's four types for standard key international standard, which is IEEE, IEC, OSHA, and NEC standard. For IEEE, which is Institute of Electrical and Electronic Engineer, it provides guidelines for design, installation, and operation of electrical machine. IEC 60034 series for rotating electrical machine is offer international guidance on rotating electrical machine, covering topics such as construction, performance, and safety testing. And number three is OSHA. Its general industry standard address electrical safety in the workplace, providing regulation for workplace safety. And number four is NEC, which is National Electrical Code. It specifically section related to DC and AC machine installation, provides guideline for safe electrical wiring and installation in building and facilities. For IEE Institute of Electrical and Electronic Engineer, number one, IEEE 841. It specifies safety requirement for the design, construction, and installation of electric motor and generator, addressing key areas such as installation, enclosure, and electrical clearance. For IEE number two, for IEE 101 is focused on the testing and certification of electrical machine. It established procedure for evaluating the performance, efficiency, and safety of machine before they are released to the market. And the number three is IEEE 112 provide a guidance on the installation and maintenance of electrical machine. It covers topics such as grounding, protecting devices, and routine inspection aiming to minimize potential hazard during operation. For IEE 115 is defined the practice for testing efficiency of rotating electrical machine. It provides a framework for determining the machine's energy consumption, helping to optimize energy use and reduce operation costs. For IEC 60034 series rotating electrical machine, number one, IEC 60034 1. This standard established general requirement for rotating electrical machine. It covers topics like construction, performance, and safety, providing a fundamental framework for the design and operation of this machine. Number two is IEC 60034 5. Defines the requirement for the thermal testing and analysis ensuring proper temperature management for safe and reliable operation. Number three is IEC 60034 7. This standard focus on the mechanical aspect of rotating electrical machine is covered topic like vibration, noise, and shaft alignment, ensuring the mechanical integrity of the machine during operation. And number 4 is IEC 60034 18. Defines the procedure for measuring and reporting efficiency, promoting the use of energy efficient and machine reducing operational costs. Okay, now is for OSHA standard related to electrical safety in workplace. Number one is for lockout and takeout procedure to ensure the electrical equipment is de-energized and isolated before any work is performed on it, preventing accidental energization. For number two is electrical safety training. It provides electrical safety training to all employees who work with or near electrical equipment, covering topics like recognizing hazard, working safely, and emergency procedure. For number three is personal protective equipment. It's required the use of appropriate personal protective equipment (PPE) by worker handling or work near electrical equipment, such as insulated glove, safety footwear, and eye protection. Okay, for NEC standard for electrical machine installation, number one is Article 430, which talk about motor circuit, and controller. For it cover the installation and protection of motor circuit, including overcurrent protection, grounding, and wiring requirement, ensuring safe and reliable operation of electrical motor within installation. For number two is Article 600, which talk about electric cranes and hoists. Provide specific guidance for the installation and operation of electrical cranes and hoists. It outline requirement for wiring, control circuit, and safety devices, and ensuring the safe operation of this heavy-duty equipment. For the number three is Article 700, Emergency System. It addresses the installation and operation of emergency system, including standby generator and emergency lighting. It establishes requirement for reliable operation during power outage, ensuring safety and functionality in critical situations. In NEC standard, we have a DC machine installation standard. For NEC Article 670, which talk about DC machine, it covers topics such as overcurrent protection, grounding, and wiring requirement, ensuring the safe operation of DC motor and generator in installation. For number two is grounding requirement. The NEC prevent potential electrical shock from the machine, frame, and exposed component, ensuring the safety of personnel operating or working near the machine. Number three is for overcurrent protection. DC machine is susceptible to overcurrent fault. It requires appropriate overcurrent protection devices such as circuit breaker or fuse to interrupt the current flow in case of a fault, preventing damage to the machine and potential hazard. Instead of a DC machine, in NEC we have a AC machine installation standard. which is NEC Article 430, which is about motor circuit, and controller. The purpose is to cover the installation and protecting of AC motor circuit, including overcurrent protection, grounding, and wiring requirement. For NEC Article 450, transformer and transformer circuit. The purpose is to address the installation and protection of transformer circuit, including safety consideration for transformer used in AC motor system. For NEC Article 700, which talk about emergency system, ensure the safe and reliable operation of AC generator used in emergency system, providing power backup in case of outage. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Atira Faina binti Muawidan. I present about Malaysia Standard. The short form is MS. Yes, MS IEC 60204 is a Malaysia standard that aligns with the international standard IEC 60204-1, which specific safety requirement for electrical equipment in machine. Okay, the standard is critical in ensuring the safe design, construction, and operation of machine electrical system. Details about MS IEC 60204 is applied to electrical, electronic, and programmable electronic equipment and system for machines that are not portable by hand while working. Nominal supply voltage not exceed 100,000 voltage for alternative current AC, and not exceed 150 volt for the direct current DC, and nominal supply frequency not exceed 200 Hz. There are some key about MS IEC 60204-1. Number 1 is the standard applied to machines that are not portable by hand while working, including group of machines that work together. Number 2, the term electrical in the standard include electrical, electronic, and programmable electronic equipment. Number 3, the term of person in the standard refer to anyone who is instructed by the user to use and care for the machine. And the last one is the standard is an application standard that is not intended to limit technological advance. MS 1722 is a Malaysian standard that provides guidelines for the development, implementation, and improvement of occupational safety and health management system. The short sentence is OSHMS. It's a specifically designed to help organization ensure the safety, health, and well-being of the employer, contractor, and other stakeholders. There are some requirements of MS 1722. Number 1 is hazard identification. This standard details the requirement of identify hazard. Number 2 is documentation. The standard reverses the requirement for documentation. And the last one is planning. The standard removes system planning, development, and implementation for the planning section. OSHA, the standard of the Occupational Safety and Health Act. The Occupational Safety and Health is an act which provides the legislative framework to secure the safety, health, and welfare among all Malaysians. What is the purpose of the OSHA? An act to make future provide for securing the safety, health, and welfare of persons at work, for protecting others against risk to safety or health in connection with the activities of persons at work, to establish the International Council for Occupational Safety and Health, and for matters connected therewith. That's all.
Assalamualaikum and greetings. Now I will present about the legal requirements. Actually the seven legal compliance requirements. First one is Occupational Safety and Health Act 1994. Malaysia has set out requirements for ensuring the safety and health of workers in workplaces, including the use and maintenance of electronics. Point number 1 is the general duties of employers, which to provide and maintain safe machinery, including electrical machines, so they are free from risks to health. Point number 2, all electrical installations and systems must comply with the Electrical Supply Act 1990 and associated regulations. It brings to the second one of the factors of compliance requirements, which are Factories and Machinery Act 1967. The Act applies to any activities involving the installation, operation, and maintenance of machinery to ensure safety and compliance. Point number 2, general provisions for machinery safety, which is to, before installing any electrical machinery, a written approval from DOSH is required. For inspection and maintenance, frequency of inspections depends on the type of machine and its risk level. Example, high voltage machinery requires stricter inspection schedules. Safety requirements for electrical machinery, which is to do earthing, grounding, which are all electrical equipment must be properly grounded to prevent electric shock. Now the third, the legal compliance requirements, Electricity Supply Act 1990 and Electricity Regulations 1994, which is to govern the generation, distribution, installation and the use of electricity in Malaysia. These laws is to ensure safety and compliance in electrical systems, including electrical machinery. What are the function of Electricity Supply Act? To focus on regulating electrical installations and equipment, which is including electrical machinery. Under the Section 23, which safety of electrical installations and equipment, only licensed electrical contractors or personnel can install or maintain electrical systems. Section number 2, compliance with standards. Use of uncertified, non-compliant electrical equipment is prohibited. Under the Electricity Regulation 1994, it provides a detailed ruler under the Act, focusing on the technical and operational aspects of electrical installations. Regulation 12, competent persons. Only competent persons certified by the Energy Commission can design, install, maintain or repair electrical machinery. Examples are electrical engineers, wiremen and chargemen. Under the Regulation 63, certification of electrical installations. All electrical installations, including electrical machinery, must be inspected and certified by a competent person before being energized. Fourth, legal compliance requirements, Environmental Quality Act 1974, EQA. Its function is to regulate environmental protection and pollution control in industries, including those involving electrical machines. While the Act is not specific to electrical machinery, it outlines compliance requirements where such equipment might contribute to environmental impacts such as energy use, emission, noise, or waste. Pollution control. Under the fourth legal compliance requirements, Section 21 says that prohibition of pollution electrical machinery must not directly or indirectly release pollutants, which are air, water, noise, or hazardous waste that exceed permissible limits set by the Department of Environment. They have scheduled wastes generated from electrical machinery. Example: used oil, electrical components, batteries, classified as scheduled wastes under the Environmental Quality Regulation 2005, and they must be properly identified, stored, and labelled, transported and disposed of only through licensed facilities, and recorded in consignment note system for tracking. Noise pollution, Environmental Quality Noise Pollution Control Regulation 1987, install noise control measures such as soundproofing, silencers or acoustic barriers if levels exceed permissible limits. Air pollution, Environmental Quality Clean Air Regulations 2014, machinery emitting pollutants such as particulates, certain chemical compounds must comply with emission limits. The fifth, legal compliance requirements, energy efficiency and renewable energy requirements. Malaysia has implemented various requirements and initiatives to promote energy efficiency and the use of renewable energy in line with its commitment of sustainability and reducing greenhouse gas emissions. These requirements are regulated by laws, policies and standards that apply to industries, including those involving electrical machinery and the Energy Efficiency Requirements Energy Efficiency and Conservation Act. Malaysia is in the process of finalizing the Energy Efficiency and Conservation Act, which aims to set mandatory energy efficiency standards for energy consuming product system and industries. Renewable energy requirements, which is to promote incentive for adopting renewables energy system in industrial processes. The sixth, legal compliance requirements, which are Fire Services Act 1988. The Fire Services Act of Malaysia is a key piece of legislation designed to regulate fire safety in buildings, factories and other premises, ensuring that appropriate measures are in place to prevent and respond to fire hazards. This Act outlines fire safety requirements for various facilities, including those electrical machinery and equipment. It states that all factories, buildings and installations must have appropriate fire safety systems in place, including fire alarms and detection systems, fire extinguishers and fire suppression systems, emergency lighting and escape routes, regular inspection and maintenance of fire safety equipment. Fire safety measures for electrical machinery, electrical equipment maintenance. Electrical machinery must be regularly maintained to avoid potential electrical failures that could lead to fires. Example: regular inspection of electrical panels, motors and circuits. Last, legal compliance requirements are ISO and international compliance standards. International compliance standards, including ISO standards, provide globally recognized framework for ensuring safety, efficiency and sustainability in various industries, including the operation and maintenance of electrical machinery. These standards helped organizations with international.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Abshar IT. So I'm going to talk about application of standards in hypothetical scenario. So the scenario is, an engineer is tasked with installing a three-phase AC motor in a renewable energy facility. His objective to ensure safety for workers and equipment, adhere to international and local standards like IEEC, IEC, OSHA, and NEC. So his potential challenges is to identify applicable standards, ensuring proper grounding installation, and training worker on a new safety protocols. Next, I'm going to talk about steps to ensure a compliance. Step 1. The first step is to review the applicable standards. The engineer must check IEEE 112 for performance tests, refer to IEC 60034-1 for general requirements, and ensure it complies by NEC rules for grounding and overcurrent protection. Step 2. Next is conducting a risk assessment. This involves identifying potential hazards such as electrical shock or arc flash and evaluating the safety measure needed, like implementing lockout or take-out procedures. Then comes the preparing the installation site, step 3. This step ensures proper grounding as per NEC Article 250, installing installation according to OSHA and IEC standards, and verifying that the environment is suitable in terms of temperature and humidity. So, for the step 4, before the motor can fully operational, it must be tested. Initial safety checks like installation resistance and grounding tests are performed, followed by load testing as specific in IEEE and IEC standards. Finally, step 5. Staff training is conducted to ensure workers understand safety protocols, such as lockouts or take-outs procedure and hazard identification. The installation is certified to confirm compliance with local regulation. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Greetings. Now we continue on reflection on the adherence to safety standards and legal requirements. As you all know, adherence to safety standards and legal requirements is critical in electrical engineering due to the potential risk and complexities involved in operating electrical machinery. These standards, such as those provided by OSHA, NEC, and Malaysian regulations, are designed to protect both workers and equipment by ensuring safe design, installation, and operation practices. Right now, let's see the importance of compliance. The first one, preventing electrical hazards. Electrical machines operate with high voltage and currents, which pose significant risks, such as electrical shock, arc flashes, and fires. Compliance with safety standards ensures proper grounding, insulation, and overcurrent protection, all of which reduce the risk of accidents. We can also see importance of compliance involve legal liabilities and fines. Non-compliance can result in hefty fines, legal liabilities, and potential shutdowns imposed by regulatory bodies such as DOSH or even the Energy Commission in Malaysia. Meeting legal requirements protects organizations from these financial and legal consequences. The next thing about importance of compliance involving protecting human life. Ensuring that machines is installed and operated safely is crucial to prevent workplace injuries or fatalities. Adherence to standards like OSHA and MSIEC 60204 60204-1 ensures that workers are safeguarded from machines related hazards, thereby fostering a safer working environment. Lastly, compliance will also ensure operational efficiency and reliability, whereby it contributes to the longevity and reliability of electrical machines. Machines installed with proper grounding, ventilation, and regular maintenance are less likely to experience failures, resulting in fewer operational downtime and increased productivity. Now, the risk of non-compliance. First thing, we can see electrical accidents and injuries, whereby non-compliance can lead to dangerous situations such as electric shock, short circuits, and fires, which can cause injuries or even fatalities. An improper grounded machine, for example, can expose operators to high voltage, risking electrical shock. Property damage and losses. Failure to follow electrical standards can result in equipment damage, fires, or explosions, leading to significant property loss. We can also see one of the things that may possess risk of non-compliant involves legal and final repercussion, whereby companies that ignore compliances may face penalties, legal action, and reputation damage. Non-compliance with standards like the Factory and Machinery Act or the Electricity Supply Act can lead to mandatory inspections, fines, or even forced closure. Lastly, we can also see the risk of non-compliance involving environmental impact. Improper disposal of electrical machine waste, such as oils or batteries, can cause pollution. Compliance with the Environmental Policy Act helps to mitigate such risk, promoting responsible environmental practices. So, in conclusion, we can observe that adherence to safety standards and legal requirements is fundamental to minimize risk, protecting lives, and ensuring operational efficiency in electrical engineering. Compliance not only protects workers and equipment, but also enhances the organization's credibility and legal standing. That's all from us. Thank you very much and have a nice day.